Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 230 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always with some more drafting. Draft queues are getting very long. This one took like 7.5, 8 minutes to finally get people in. People are finally starting to move away from Eldraine, which is unfortunate because I still love it. And unfortunately this pack is meh. Like we're looking at an Animating Fairy or a Foulmire Knight. I think it's probably the Foulmire Knight. Escape to the Wilds is fine. Like I think people are too down on this card, but it's also not great. I'm not going to first pick it. There's a Flutterfox as well, but I think I'm just on the Foulmire Knight. This, of course, is a sponsored draft. Thank you very much to Michael for sponsoring this draft over at patreon.com/themanaleak, where you too could become a sponsor at any dollar amount, just to help the channel out. Patrons definitely keep me going. We get a Stormfist Crusader, which it could work out. It could work out. We could be like black-red aggro knights. It's one of the decks that works out a little bit less frequently, but it could still work out. There's a Scaldrin. There's a Trapped in the Tower. Trapped in the Tower is probably the slightly more correct pick. People are apparently very down on this because limited resources said to. Don't necessarily always just do what they say. They're wrong sometimes. Trapped in the Tower is fine. Like, it definitely gets, blown out by flyers or Fairy Guidemother destroys it, but it's still good, and it shouldn't be going like 5th last pick, which I got yesterday on stream. We're going to take the Stormfist Crusader and see if we can get into a deck that I haven't been in very much. Well, we could take a Weaselback Redcap to get into that deck, or we could take a very, 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 very good card in Archon of Absolution. And we're going to take a very, 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 very good card in Archon of Absolution. Following that up with a 4th pick, Charming Prince. Now that I like to see. That says to me that we could push into white here. And it seems to be open. There's a Charm Sleep, but I'll take Charming Prince. It's kind of funny how much a Limited Resources episode comes out and the MTGO format just changes overnight. Based on whatever they say. They could tell you to first pick Tall's a Beanstalk and suddenly you'd never see a Tall's a Beanstalk anymore. White is fine. White is fine, and if you're not drafting it, you're not drafting Eldraine properly. It's not quite as good as green can be or black with all of its removal, but it's still very, very decent. We get an outflank for the white, which is fine. This pack as a whole seems pretty mediocre. There's a Raging Redcap. There's a Dance of the Manse. Like, we could just push into blue-white Artifact Enchantment. Like, Dance of the Manse is a card that is janky-ish, but not awful. The key thing to remember, which I think I didn't even notice when I first read this way back in the set review, is that X has to be 6 or more to make the 4/4s, but you don't have to return 6 or more. You just have to pay 6. You can return 1, pay 6, and it's a 4/4. So maybe we just have some fun here. We can get that outflank. Let's see about having some fun. Let's see if fun can be had. Can fun be had? Maybe. I think we still just take Venerable Knight because it could just be that we're black-white. Drawbridge, obviously, would be fun if it came back as a 4/4. But yeah, let's take the Venerable Knight. See where we're going. That's a whole lot of blue and a whole lot of white. Including a blue card that shouldn't still be there. These blue cards, they maybe shouldn't be there. Depends on what else was in this pack. This white card, that's about where it can be. Although I do like picking it the second that I know that I'm in that color. So I'll take this turn into a pumpkin, and I think we're gonna check out blue white. No. If you are worth $1, perhaps. There was a time where it was worth $1. I doubt that time is now. It is worth 19 cents. We're going to take a Didn't Say Please. It's okay. It's okay. Here we get nothing. None of these cards are good for any deck. This is good for a green sideboard, and that's about it. We'll take a turtle, I guess. Silver Flame Squire, we can play it. If it's black-white aggro-ish knights, cool. If it's blue-white, fine. Not taking a Wicked Guardian. Shining Armor. Trick here is it doesn't get into the graveyard. So I think we'll take Wishful Merfolk just in case we have to play it. Another Didn't Say Please. There's a control deck getting built here, actually. Let's take the Locksmith Gargoyle, because if we are this artifact deck, this is one that goes to the graveyard. Memory Theft, whatever. And an island. Sure. Sure. Huh. I'm pretty sure the black train has sailed, so I don't really want to take another Foulmire Knight. We'd have to ditch so much, although it would work in this blue-black deck that's shaping up. And like outflank, not going to miss it, 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 not going to miss it. You know, maybe we were blue-black all along. Who knows? Let's see. Okay. Goodbye, white. Man, I do like a Yara, but we're just going to take Epic Downfall. What was taken here? A common? Had to be a foil or a bacon to a pie, but I don't know that you take bacon to a pie over Epic Downfall. Like CMC 3 or greater? That translates as everything you want to die. You're not going to use bacon to a pie on a 1-drop or a 2-drop. Yeah, we'll take this Epic Downfall, and I think we're actually blue-black control. Bognaughty, unfortunately, has just not done anything that it was supposed to do, but I think might still be the pick here. It's a flyer, which means it's actually going to be one of our finishers. So yeah, we'll pick up this Bognaughty. Get a Drown into a lock. Cool. I feel like we read this a little bit well. Let's get rid of the white. Let's take a Drown into a lock. That's great. Improbable Alliance. I played this card a lot on stream. We had 3 on the battlefield at one point. One was actually a Mirror Maid, but you know. We get to follow that up with a Runaway together. Paladin Visions. I think we need flyers. Flyers are how we're going to win. We're not really running away anything crazy at the moment. It's not like we have any Secret Keepers. So we'll take the Paladin. Clover. We have 2 things to copy at the moment. I think it's just so much higher upside to take it in case we hit Secret Keepers or something over the Mystical Dispute or the Lost Legion. So yeah, let's take this Clover. We are going to end up lacking playables because we didn't quite know where we were at all in Pack 1. And if we don't get anything to pay this off, it's just another unplayable card, whereas we could have a mediocre playable, a meh playable. Let's take the Clover and let's hope. Give me Secret Keepers. I feel like I haven't seen Secret Keepers in a while. Unfortunately, this pack is very dead to us. We get a Jousting Dummy, I guess. There's an Eye Collector, but it's an actively awful card. Yeah, let's take the dummy. Forever Young is fine. Right now, Barrow Witches is returning 3 cards. Also, wow. This isn't a bird either. Why is that a human? I see the human. I get that it's the paladin, not the bird, but whatever. Yeah, I think we'll just take this Forever Young. We're not currently Barrow Witching too much. We'll take that. Wishclaw comes back around. Unexplained Visions, I think, might just be better. Wishclaw, I have played it with Malevolent Noble, which is the best possible place, because in response to this trigger, you sack it to the Noble, and your opponent doesn't get to wish for anything, and it still wasn't any good. It's not good. I'm going to take the Visions. We'll take the Barrow, which is here. Corridor Monitor is not horrible, and we're going to be scrambling for playables. I don't even know what to say about this. These are two cards that are not last pickable cards, but whatevs. Maybe we were green-white all along, and we have our Lucky Clover. We'll take a Memory Theft, but we're not going to play it. We'll take a Memory Theft, but we're not going to play it. Take a Mountain, but we're not going to play it. All right, we need this deck to come together. We need Reapers. We need Reapers, I guess. Hand Disruption and Flyer. We get a Castle Vantress, which is fine. It's still going to hurt us on scrambling for playables. There's a Tome Raider as well. You know, I think Tome Raider might just be better. I don't... Castle Vantress is a totally good card if I could pick it for free. But there's a real pick here. And, like, sure, I love being very grindy and, you know, spending 5 mana a turn to scry 2. But you can't do that all the time in this format. You just die. So I think we are just going to take this Tome Raider. Maybe it comes back around. Who knows? I do know it's seeing some standard plays. Let me just check carefully. It's like 12 cents. Take the Tome Raider. It's another flyer. It's another good thing. Well, here we go. We get a Piper and a Bake. We're going to take Piper. Bake would be nice, but we're taking Piper for sure. And that's a bomb. So we have started to find our way. We've got to remember we have this Clover. But it's really just going to be for Secret Keepers. And if we don't see one in the next, like, 3 packs, they ain't here. We're not going to play it just to get Foulmire Knight doubles. We're not going to play Queen of Ice. Maybe at all. It's a okay card, but not great. But this deck is looking a little underpowered. But this deck is looking super overpowered, and we're going to win every match. Man, also a Conrad, also a Secret Keeper, but, like, we're taking Lockmare Serpent. Like, card's insane. Wow. This draft just massively turned around. Cool. Cool. We've got a Clockwork Servant, which is fine. Moonlit Scavengers, we're actually not going to trigger that, really, because we're not playing Lucky Clover. It's too late. We're not playing it. I don't want to play Gargoyle. I don't really want to play Dummy, which means we're just not triggering this. So I'm going to take the Clockwork Servant. Bit of a whiff here. We are still going to be scrambling for playables, unfortunately. I think we might take the Carriage. I don't like it, but it's better than a Gargoyle. Why? Why? Who am I drafting with? We'll take the Charm Sleep. It's more removal. It's, you know, it's similar to Frogify, but it's a little bit better, I think. So we'll take the Charm Sleep. Witching Well seems like something I definitely want. In you go. You are not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be over here. Ooh, I gotta move everything. Now we can maybe play a Scavengers. We've got a Witching Well, a Charmed Sleep, a Clockwork Servant, a Jousting Dummy, a Corridor Monitor. Yeah, we can probably play one of these over a Gingerbrute. I don't think we're exactly a Gingerbrute deck. And look at that. We found 23 playables. We could still potentially polish here, so this maybe gets played. None of these do. That probably doesn't. That doesn't. Man, that one pack that turned everything around. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you, Lockmare Serpent. I assume a foil is still worthless. I don't think this is seeing any play. It's 1 cent if it's not foil. Silverflame Ritual, last pick, sure. No, sorry, it is 1 cent in foil. It is not being bought in not foil. Well done. Yeah, so we've got 2 6s. Fair number of 5-drops. We'll have to look on if we actually want to play those Barrow Witches or not. I'm thinking there's a decent chance that the answer is not. Where'd my 1-drop go? Witching Well. All right, so Knights, we have Dummy. Foulmire, Paladin. 4. That's not great. Do I want this to be an 18 land deck? I mean, we've got a bunch of 5s and 6s. Do we have mana sinks? Do we have reasons to really want to be doing that? I guess we really want to be hitting our 3rd land, especially blue, so we have Didn't Say Pleases online. So I could actually see playing 18 lands for this. There's nothing that we want to bring in anyways. We're not bringing in a Barrow Witches for the Barrow Witches, or Memory Thefts, or Corridor Monitors. So yeah, let's just go 18 lands. It'll make the deck more consistent. It'll let us hit our 3-drops better. Make sure that we hit our 6, because our 6 is how we win. So yeah, let's do an 18 lander. Should be about 11-6? 11-7, 18 lands. 11-7, sounds about right. So I think we, 41. What happened? 18 lands. Where did I pick up an extra card? Interesting. Interesting. Well, we could also cut the carriage. Now we're at an 18 land deck and 22 cards. Yeah, I don't hate this. Carriage wasn't doing much good. I think our flyer and our bouncer and our other flyer and our Tome Raider all do okay. Queen of Ice is a 2-drop. Wishful Merfolk, I'm not a big fan of that being in there, but I'm not going to trade that out for a carriage. I have so many people, when they tell me I should play Wishful Merfolk, or they say, oh, why don't you put that in? It's a blocker. Something about the word defender makes people think that it's a good blocker. An X2 is not a good blocker. It's a good blocker one time. So I still prefer not to play that, but we don't really have a choice at the moment. But still, we've got a Lochmere Serpent, so we should have a chance at doing something, right? So let's try to do something, I guess. Let's try to do something. Let's find a place for this preview card window, which I forgot last week. Sorry about that. Let's put it there. We are playing second, and we have a hand that is not horrible, so we'll keep it. Uh-oh, hi. I guess we will lead with that Foulmire Knight, because I'm gonna need to live. Unfortunately, I need our second blue. All day, every day. Red-green could be a problem. If we can get established and counter some stuff, we'll be okay. But boy howdy, we need that second blue. We've got 11 blue sources. There's 10 in the deck. We have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting a blue source this turn. So let's hope. Let's hope. And we fail. We fail miserably. We are going to... We could Queen of Ice and force them to Scald. We could just tap this down this turn. Let's force the Scald. Let's get it off the table. It'll make our Paladin a little bit better if we have to play it as a 2/2 flyer. But I think we are going to get boned on lands, because it is Spiky Saturday after all, right? There's only 6 of these in the deck. There's only 2 left. There's only 2 left. We are going to have to play a Paladin. We are going to have to play a Paladin. That hurts. They are down to 2 cards. Did they mull? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They did mull. Alright, goodbye. Expected that. I will block the Raging Redcap and get blown out by a Bargain, but we ain't got a chance or a choice. There's Boulder Rush, that works too. Got it out of their hand though. That's still not blue. Still isn't blue. So we're going to pass the turn. We're going to bounce their Rampart Smasher. And we're going to ask, why us? Why us? Why does this always happen? Bouncy, bouncy. Draw, still not a blue source. 10 in the deck. 27 cards left. Decent chance, decent chance, decent chance. There we go. Is it too late? I'm gonna bet it's too late. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. We can flash in a Lockmare Serpent and hope. It unfortunately shows our plan. But I think our plan is flash in Lockmare Serpent and hope. They have a Rampart Smasher in hand and 2 unknown cards. They're just going to show us. They have another one. Jesus. 5, 6, 7. We go to 1. We go to 1. I do believe this deck was super poised to crush us from the start. So let's see if we can attempt to do something here. We've got blocks. We can play another block, and we've got a counter. That's looking like what we got to do. All kinds of horrible things could happen to us here. That's one of the less horrible things. That's also... Oh, crap. I should have countered that. I should have countered that. I forgot we had to counter it. Ugh. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We can Moonlit Scavengers, bouncing something so that they only have 3 attackers. We could bounce... What do we got for blocks? We got block, block, block. We could actually bounce this red cap, which is currently the thing that I'm kind of the most afraid of. Kind of the most afraid of it. Everything else we can deal with in the attack here. We can Charm Sleep next turn, but I really should have canceled or countered that Rampart Smasher. That was a massive mistake. That's not how I like to lose Magic. Man, is this my island? Yeah, here's my island vein. Yeah, look at them all. Okay, so let's not draw so poorly. Let's maybe also play another Corridor Monitor. Bognotti's just not going to do anything. Let's do that. That might hold us off against Aggro a little bit more. All right, deck. Don't be a dick. Play first. Yeah, there's all my blue. There's a blocker. Seems fine. Are we going to lead with the Piper or the Monitor? The Monitor. Deck, please. I beg of you. I beg of you, let me play Magic. 7 Dwarves, sure. Why? Does my button work? My button doesn't work. Not on this scene. Sure, you got a pair of 3/3s. This is disgusting. Oh boy. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hate Magic. I hate Magic. Magic's such a bad game. Magic's such a bad game. We got Dwarved land. Tomb Raider, which would have drawn me a land. Holy crap. Holy crap. Let's do one more. There's our top 15 cards of our deck. Yikes. Well, we had no chance. That's how Magic works. When your deck is shuffled, that's your deck. And sometimes your deck is not gonna work. So let's go into match 2, and let's hope the deck works. Because there was just nothing we could control there. And you can't do anything about the stuff you can't control. So, whatevs. Yeah, that was pretty gross. That looked like a solid arena deck. Real dumb aggro. But that's the way aggro works too. Like if your opponent stumbles, you are done. Yeah, let's pair up against somebody who's not crazy aggro. Let's not draw that many or that few lands. Let's draw the appropriate number. This doesn't have black, but it's what I would call the appropriate number. We can play a Tomb Raider. We have Didn't Say Please up. We just need one swamp, and we have stuff available. This should be better. This should be much, much better. Blue, okay, they're not going to aggro me. We got that going for us. Pass that turn. Probably Tome Raider. Blue. Yeah, I'm not going to bother holding up the counterspell here. Yeah, that's still not a swamp, but Tome Raider will find me a swamp, won't you? Won't you? Also, did you ever notice that there's a cat in the background? It's a swamp. See? Tome Raiders, my friend. Tome Raiders, my friend. What you got? Fairy Vandal. Oh, are you blue-red? Blue-red's had a really big resurgence lately. I don't know how, because it's still as randomly not open or open as it's always been. But I've played against it a lot more. Alright, they're going to Witching Well. Sure thing. So I think we're just going to hold up that Didn't Say Please this time around. Well, we could drop a Vantress Paladin, actually. Really try to put the screws to him a bit. I don't know if I fear their 4-drop. So we'll take 2, that's fine. Let's get in for 1. Yeah, I just don't fear their 4-drop. Let's try racing instead. So let's get a 3/3 flyer down. We've got 4 in the air to their probably 3 in the air this turn. How does Drown the Lock work? Destroy CMC? CMC, perfect. So we just need 2 cards in their yard to kill their Vandal. A+. A+. Also, wow. If my recording is accurate, I've been recording for only 27 minutes? Did the draft and the first match go that fast? I mean, I know it went fast, but that fast? Alright, we'll take 4. That's fine. Opponent doesn't have a secret opt or anything. That's great for us. Great for us. I'm going to come on in for 3. And I think we're going to hold up a variety of things. Well, no, we've got 5 mana. We're going to play the Merfolk. We're going to play the Merfolk. And then we've got Didn't Say Please up and Foulmire Knight. That can't be right. Drafts usually take like half an hour. Man, this might be a very fast video. That's what happens when you get 5 dwarfed, eh? Okay, what you got? Coming in for 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8. Well, we'll chump because we're not attacking. And I'll take 2, probably 3. Just 2. What you gonna do? Two mana. You playing your fairy? You're gonna Frogify my Paladin. Damn it, they're holding up 3 mana. Show me it. Show me it! Ha! They didn't have it. Got rid of a Noble, Cauldron, and a Witching Well. Cool. Cool. They're going to play their fairy now. That's fine. Totally fine. So we've got a Drown in the Lock if we want it. I think we're just going to hold up our blockers and then Drown in the Lock or Foulmire Knight as is appropriate. Still kind of boned. We need... What do we need? I don't even know what we need. We need a... This deck is lacking something. What's it lacking? We've got our card draw. We've got our counters. We've got our removal. We've got some creatures. Why are we dying? Why are we dying? I think we're just dying to aggro. I think we're just not fast enough. You're going to Witching Well, that's fine. Main phase Witching Well, get a counter on your Vandal. So we are going to have to look at killing something here. Vandal or Egg. Egg it is. Egg it is. Goodbye, Egg. And to pass the turn. Cool. That's another frickin' island. Can we draw stuff? That's the stuff that we need at the given time. We are going to main phase draw a card. Epic Downfall. Cool. Cool. Pass the turn. Man, I don't know why our deck... It's got to be variance. It's got to be variance. Like, the deck's not this bad. It's just really performing badly. You were going to play something, and then what happened? Okay, Lost Legion, sure. That's fine. That is fine. That we can block. It's the Fairy Vandal that we're in some trouble with. We need a Charm Sleep. We need a Pumpkin. We need something. Revenge of Ravens. Okay. Not my favorite thing you've played so far. Clockwork Servant. Well, there's something to do with all of my billion lands. Don't draw land. Don't draw land. Don't draw land. Don't be a bad little clock robot. Bad little clock robot, but at least it's a swamp. At least it's a swamp. So, we don't care about Epic Downfalling either of these cards, so we are just going to play the Knight. And we'll pass that turn. I don't know why they're not coming in with the Fairy Vandal. I guess I could double block, but then I'm left with no flyers and they still have a 2/2 in the air? They should definitely be coming in with that Vandal. Alright, now they're going to draw a card. Now they're definitely going to be coming in with it. And then what you doing? You're doing this outside of, or inside of this trigger. You're tapping more mana. What is happening? Alright, there you go. You got a counter. Now what? Now nothing. Okay. I'm so confused. We're going to throw this in front because we need to live. We need to find Charm Sleep. Pumpkin. We got options. We just got to find them. Instead, we're finding more lands. We are going to Bog Naughty and hope it doesn't get countered. Please? But I said please. Goodbye. Island, Swamp, and a Witching Well. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. There's only 7 left. Gross. Very gross. Powerfully gross. So we are going to have to Epic Downfall that fairy? Man, this is awful. This might go down as one of the worst Magic days I've had in this format ever. That's how it goes. How it goes. Falmar Knight? Sure. So we can kill, block. So they do still currently have lethal on us. This helps. This helps a fair bit. This helps a bit that is not 0. So we're going to bounce that Fairy Vandal. Make it smaller. Then we're going to Epic Downfall their Fairy. So now we are on a 6-turn clock if we never attack them. Overwhelmed Apprentice, sure thing. Corridor Monitor, didn't say please. I guess. I don't even know what we need. We need like we need our serpent, I suppose. Piper. That's so slow, but so they're going to play their fairy. So we are on a 5-turn clock. 1-turn rat, 2-turn rat, 3-turn rat on their turn. Okay. Okay. We can steal their fairy vandal as long as they never draw cards and put counters on it. So much for that hope. We can still hit a Charmed Sleep. We can still hit a Charmed Sleep. But I think we're gonna die. Take a 2. Oh, we're on a 3-turn clock. Well, probably on the 2-turn clock. Dear God. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 5 lands left in the deck. I do not know what's up with today. Something is powerfully up. Alright, so we're going to take 2, go to 1. Did they screw up and they had a creature to play and they could have had lethal? Do they just have lethal? They just have lethal anyways. Visions, which would have drawn us into the serpent. Wow, holy crap. All right, let's go back in and draw good. For the love of all that is holy, draw good. Let's draw good. Please. Oh boy. Man, I need to get a better monitor because all I can see on my crappy 11-year-old monitor is that I'm super blown out with this new lighting. That looks infinitely better on this monitor. It's still a little bit blown out, but let me know if anything's weird. Also, let me know why the hell you can't drag frickin'... There we go. Streamlabs OBS by dragging the title bar. We are going to play first. We have a hand that... Why does this hand suck at, or why does this deck suck at drawing so much? We have an Epic Downfall, which doesn't hit enough early on. We actually just can't keep this hand. Drown in the Loch is a dead card at the moment. Bognaughty is not being cast for at least 5 turns or more. Epic Downfall is not being cast for at least 4 turns or more. This hand does nothing. Goodbye. Better. We'll keep it and we'll throw away the Foulmire Knight because who knows when we're casting it and if it will be relevant or not. We are gonna island well, find stuff that I need. I guess lands maybe. Forever Young, go the hell away. Yeah, I'm gonna draw this island because you know if we put it in the bottom, we're never gonna see lands again. Oh boy. Yeah, this might be a quick video. Their Own Witching Well. Nice, nice, nice. I've got to get my 10th trophy, though. I'm still at 9 after last week. Didn't trophy on stream this week. Definitely want to hit at least 10. All right, there's my island. Pass the turn. Well, we get to Adamant, turn into a pumpkin, so we're going to have a food. So we got that going on for us. That is Drawbridge. I swear, everybody is playing Drawbridge these days. Like, I have seen this card so much, and I know why, I just don't agree with why. The reason is that everybody is playing Gingerbread. Like a lot of them. Which, it's a fine card, and you can do some dumb things with it. You can do some really cheesy things with it. But this card is just so mediocre otherwise. All right, we're going to take 4. We're going to have to bounce that Witching Well. which we will do on our turn because I don't want them to counter it. Get rid of that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're building up to this Lochmere Serpent. If we can pop it down, maybe we actually get to win a game today. They're going to drop a Spinning Wheel and then drop their Witching Well. Bud. You have a Witching Well in hand. Okay. That was a mistake. We are going to pass the turn pretending we have a combat trick and or a counter spell and then just crack our Witching Well. Man, it looks like they're stuck on lands a little bit too. We have our opportunity. We just got to take advantage of it. Let's make that a little bit bigger. What else you got? This fairy? A Lost Legion. Did you scry to the bottom? You did top bottom, so you're going to do top something with this one. Let me keep an eye on that again. No, show game log, please. Doc game log, please. Top. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. No attacks. That's the way I like it. We're going to Witching Well here. Doesn't really matter which one we keep up. Cool. Cool Beanarinos. We are going to drop a land. And we're going to pass the turn, and we are going to ready our Lochmere Serpent. We're not going to cast it into blue-blue, though. If they leave up blue-blue, we are going to do nothing. That sucks. There's the blue-blue. All right, so they still have blue-blue up. Golden Egg, sure thing. You should play that fairy. You should play that fairy and tap out. Just tap out. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Yeah, what could go wrong? Nothing can go wrong, right? Absolutely nothing could go wrong. Hello, Lochmere Serpent. How's it going, friend? Going good? That's good. So it's a 3-turn clock, but we have to sacrifice a whole lot of islands. Otherwise, we're abyssing them. Yeah, let's just sack the island. Tap for blue. Sack that island. Attack on in for 7. Take him down to 13. And then I think we just want to draw some cards. 3/3 flyer's cute. I guess if they get their 5th land, they're going to be locked into tapping this down, so a flyer might actually be a lot better. Yeah, let's drop the flyer. That's just going to be better. Drop the flyer. We've got food up. We can also draw a card if we want off the Lochmere. So yeah, they might be locked in. Nope, they're not going to. They don't care. You got a Charm Sleep for it? You sure do. You sure do. All right, so we don't have a way of saving that anymore. So that sucks. Malevolent Noble, sure. So we can still attack in the air. We've still got that going for us. Well, Scalding Cauldron, that sucks. That sucks. We need to draw a card is what we need to do. So let's draw a card. Sack a swamp. It's an island. Cool. Epic a Downfall. Well, that kills the flyer, I suppose. There's not many other big creatures they have, so let's get rid of that flyer. So let's clear the way a little bit more. Let's get in for 3. One of the last times we can do that. And then I guess we're dropping a Wishful Merfolk. And then probably sacking a food. Or maybe just drawing a card. We're going to be unable to cast Bognaughty by sacking another swamp, but whatever. Card draw should help us enough. They're going to have to spend most of their turn to kill that paladin. They may be afraid of a runaway together as well. But now what do we have to win? We need a flyer. We have a Tome Raider, I guess. We gotta have something better than a Tome Raider, right? 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 No attacks. No nothing. Interesting. Well, we're going to draw a card. It's You killing my paladin now? Yeah, okay. They were just waiting for me to not have a runaway together up. Fair, fair, fair. Sure, that's fine. We get a corridor monitor, which actually untaps the serpent. We get an attack here. We get an attack. In for 7. Take you to 3. And then pass the turn. Still not sure how we finish, but we got them real low. We got close to winning a game of Magic. Fairy Vandal, sure. Not much of my concern. Crack the Well, sure. So we are going to want to Charm Sleep that Vandal, but we do have a good bit of time. Actually, we could just Drown and Lock it. We could Drown and Lock the Crashing Drawbridge. Attack block. Attack trade. No. It's a close option. It's a really close option. That's honestly the thing that's stopping us more. Let's get rid of it. All right. We still have some black cards, so I really don't want to sack another swamp just yet. We could tap down their Vandal now. Attack in. They have to block at least these two, if not that. Yeah, so we get rid of that Noble, actually. Yep, let's tap that down. I see a pathway. I see a pathway. It's not a great pathway, but I see a pathway. Activate Wishful Merfolk, turn it into a human. Attack on in. I expect trade of Legion Merfolk. And maybe they go to 1. Actually, yeah, they probably go to 1. They have a food. So they just put it in front of the monitor, I believe. No, they are going to give up their Noble, but they're not going to give up their Legion. Okay, so they'll go to 2. Sure. Sure. We are so close to winning a game. That's going to be victory. If we win a game, we win Spikey Saturday this week. All right, so they're getting pretty locked into keeping 2 up for that food. Also, nobody remind me that we're winning because our opponent has 5 lands on turn 10. That'll make me feel bad. Oh boy. At least the visions are gonna refill our hand a bit here, right? So they're going to scry, that's fine. I still don't super know how we're out of this. Merfolk Scavengers. Moonlit Scavengers would help quite a bit. But otherwise, I don't know. Grindy game, that's for sure. I guess it's more fun and better than match one. Match one was a thing that happened to us all. They are not gonna crack food? That seems risky. Nah, there you go. That's smarter. Jousting dummy. Well, we're gonna try to draw cards. Please no counter. Please no counter. Just don't counter. You don't have to. Nothing's making you counter this. Please? Goodbye, Falmar Knight Land. Yep, that wasn't a great draw for us anyways. Could have been better than those cards, so I guess thanks. I guess we would have gotten to scry as well, and that would have been pretty darn good. Now they're going to crack their food. They're going to go back up to 5. I think we're going to sack this swamp. We have a Foulmire Knight and a Forever Young on the bottom and a Bognaughty somewhere. And actually, didn't we throw away Foulmire Knight from our opening hand? So we actually have a Bognaughty as our only black card in our top, like, 13. So I think we are just going to sack this swamp draw card. See if we can try to find a way out. But I think we're just going to win 0 games of Magic today. Pardon? Oh, you've got a Reaper? You're going to Covetous Urge so that you can steal it. This just fucking sucks. This is just miserable. Holy crap. All right, sure. Sure. Yeah, that sure is a swamp. Well, let's get in for 1. My God. Today was not my day, apparently. Play the dummy. Pass the turn. How many lines are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's a lot actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 4? Actually, no, there's not many lands left. We do have gas that we can draw. Do we have a Charm Sleep for their no, we don't have a Charm Sleep anymore for their Serpent. Yeah, Revenge of Ravens, very cute, very clever. Three lands left in our top 13. And I think we put a land to the bottom, right? So there's 2 lands in our top 11 or something. Fairy Vandal, sure. I don't believe we win anymore. Not with Revenge of Ravens down. This has been miserable. Like, this is bad Magic. What's this going to be? Just a main phase Serpent? No, 4 mana. It's days like this where I'm just like, wait. Do I suck at Magic? Am I just actually really bad at this game? Maybe I'm just really bad at this game. Let's not draw a land. There's only 2 in the deck. Tomb Raider. What can you find me? Oh my God. Moonlit Scavengers. Still. That's still one of our big outs here. Because we can actually get our Serpent back. Moonlit Scavengers are bust, and we need them in a couple of turns. Draw some cards. Put a counter on the Fairy Vandal. Attack with your Lochmere Serpent. Take me down to 11. Attack with the Vandal as well. Take me down to... No, we're going to trump with the Tome Raider because it's not going to do anything because of Revenge of Ravens. Just kill me. Just freaking kill me. Why on earth would they have not attacked with that Serpent? Oh my god. Oh man, so now there's one land left and it's on like the bottom of my deck, I think. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 2 lands, I think. I know I put one with a Forever Young at the bottom. So actually there could be one more land for us to draw on top of our library. Make your Fairy Vandal bigger. Attack me with the Lochmere Serpent, please. 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 Pretty please. I am begging you. Attack me with the Lochmere Serpent. Please. 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 What's on top? Such a good turn 16 play. Such a good turn 16 play. Please. Please. Drown a lock. Oh my god. Alright. Come on, deck. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. I shouldn't. There's literally no precedent for me to believe in you, but I believe in you. Draw Moonlit Scavengers. Bounce Serpent. Play Serpent. Kill opponent. Attack with my frickin' Serpent! What is going on? Why won't they attack with it? Like, I can't attack with Revenge of Ravens down. Not with my 1/4. That just gets jumped. That just gets eaten. Blocked, whatever. Alright, opponent's looting. Opponent has looted. Well done. We draw. Cute. Very cute. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're not dead thanks to the food. Overwhelmed Apprentice. Go to hell. Not for you. Not today. What'd we get? Island So Tiny Island. I hate everything about everything. How was our deck so bad? How is our deck so bad? Oh my god. Alright, what are you bouncing? You're bouncing my Jousting Dummy. Am I just dead? Can you please just kill me? Unblockable, can't block. That's 7, 8, that's 12. We're at 14. Block. We are literally dead. All you have to do is please, for the love of God, do the math. Please, just once, do the math. I think this might be the more insufferable part, is that our opponent's just not killing us and hasn't been killing us for many minutes at this point. All right, I'm going to sack for food. Moonlit Scavengers doesn't even save us at this point. I go to 2. I don't have words. I don't have words. Solid bottom 7. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for Spikey Saturday number 230, because I'm not willing to play any more Magic today. Sometimes Magic just doesn't go your way. Your deck just gets shuffled, and that's the way your deck is going to go. And in our case, our deck did not have lands, or had too many lands, or just didn't have cards that did anything properly. We waffled around a whole lot at the start of that draft as well, getting into the white and the white not being there and nothing really being there. I think we found our lane in blue-black, and especially getting past that Serpent, it was at least 2 or 3 or 4 picks deep. I think means that we found where we were supposed to be, but the deck just didn't play today. It just said, nope, you're not allowed. So let me know how your Magic's going. Do you sometimes get told you're not allowed to play any more Magic? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me over on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. You can find me at patreon.com/ManaLeek. Become a backer there. Use the promo code ManaLeek10, all one word, 10 is the number, over at inkedgaming.com to get 10% off your order. And of course, like, share, subscribe, comment is the easiest way to support. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.